Hey, what's up all you lovely learners out there in learning land? Tyler from 10thumbspro.com coming at you with another ukulele tutorial like we do every single Wednesday and Saturday. So if you like this kind of content, make sure you hit subscribe and ring the bell so you never miss a lesson, and hit that like button because it really does help us. Today we're going to learn how to play Have Yourself a Merry Little Christmas in the chord melody style. When you think of having a Merry Little Christmas, what makes it a Merry Little Christmas for you? Is it a fresh snowfall? Is it the perfect gift? Is it spending time with your family? Let us know in a comment below. We have done this in the strummer style. If you would like to check that out, I will put a link pinned in the first comment and the description as well. And 10 Thumbs has been around for several Christmases. So if you want to learn some other Christmas tunes, make sure you check out the Christmas tunes playlist that we've done. You can get printable tabs for this tutorial by becoming a Patreon. That includes access to all the future tabs and past tabs as well. You will see a link up here in the notes becoming a Patreon, and links to this specific tab pinned in the first comment of the comment section. Time to break it down. Grab your ukulele, brain and attention span. Once you have those three things, follow me on in and let's learn this lesson together. Come on in, let's do it. Okay, so we're going to jump in and I'm going to teach you the chord shapes. There is a massive amount of chord shapes. If you feel comfortable and pick up chord shapes easy, because all of these chord shapes will be in the tabs, you can go ahead and skip this part and go right into learning the song. The song starts here at this time mark. If you want some extra help with the chords, let's go ahead and break it down. But like I said, each of these shapes is going to be in the tabs. So this is only if you feel like you need some extra help with these shapes. Okay, so let's go ahead and jump into them, or feel free to skip forward to the tabs. We're going to start with a classic D major, E minor, A7 suspended 4, which is, it sounds like a lot, but it's actually just your middle finger on the second fret of the C string. O, 2, O, O. A7. You can hear a little piece of that song just in that movement. Okay, we also have an A suspended 4, which is 2, 2, open, open, and a classic A major. We're going to see a B minor, but the shape we're going to use looks like this. That is the 6th fret of the C string with your middle finger, 7th fret of the E string, so 6th fret of the C string, yeah, with your middle finger. 7th of the E with your ring, and your index finger plays the 5th fret of the A. We're going to see another E minor up here. This shape's a little easier further away from your body. You bar the 7th fret, and you get your ring finger on the 9th fret of the G string. 9, 7, 7, 7. We're going to see an F sharp minor, or an F sharp 7, so a dominant chord. 3rd fret with your middle finger on the G string, ring finger 4th fret of the C, index finger 2nd fret of the E, pinky 4th fret of the A. B7, bar the 2nd fret, then get your middle finger here on the 3rd fret of the C. E7, 1, 2, 0, 2. Another B minor, 9, 10, 11. After that B minor, we're going to go back to this B minor shape, but you're going to move your middle finger over to the 6th fret here. So you get 6, 6, 5. And for the purpose of this song, we're going to treat that as a B minor 7, or a B minor major 7. I know that sounds funny, but it's still a B minor chord. It just has a major 7th interval. You could also think about it as an augmented chord as well. Okay, we're going to see this A minor. 4, 5, 3. So just like that B minor we did earlier, down a whole step. D7, bar the 2nd fret, middle finger on the 3rd fret of the high A. G major 7. You're probably wondering about the order. This is the order that the chords appear in the song. That's why we're teaching you them in this order. Bar the 7th fret and get your ring finger on the 9th fret of the A. Beautiful chord, beautiful sound. The same exact chord in the same exact position, we can also think about it as an E minor 9. If you were to play with a bass player and they played a G note, it would sound very major. If they played an E note, it would sound very minor. Okay? All right. We also have another one of those major minor chords with a major 7. This is 7, 6, 9, and it's a G minor major 7. 6, 6, 5, 4, F sharp minor. Okay, and then we have this E diminished, which would be over here, 3, 4, 3, 4, E diminished 7. No G string, 7, 7, 7. This is also an E minor 7, similar to that full bar that we did. Barring the 2nd fret, ring finger on the 4th fret of the A, D major 7. So D7, D major 7, D7, D major 7. G sharp minor 7 flat 5, cool chord. 5th fret, 6th fret, 5th fret, and then 4, 6, 4, 5. So this is similar to like the A shape here, but move these 2 fingers down. So you play 4, 6, 4, 5. You get a G minor, G sharp minor, 7 flat 5. Cool chord, very jazzy. This one is our D diminished 7, which would be 4, 5, 4, 5. Just up 2 whole step, or a whole step up from our E, right? D diminished 7. 2, 1, 2, open, F sharp minor. 2, 3, 1, open A, F7. 2, 2, open 1, E7 suspended 4. Just that the only difference between that and an E7 is the 1st and 2nd fret here. F sharp 7, bar the 9th fret, and then get your middle finger on the 10th fret of the C. Another F7 shape. Then our last 4 chords. When we go back to this, we've seen this B minor shape right here, right? That was 9, 10, 11. Well, if you move this over from 11 to 10 and you get 10, 10, 9, it's another B minor major 7 shape. Keep it moving from 10 to 9. So now you got 9, 9, 10, 9. And it's a B minor 7. Move it over one more time. Now you have a B minor 6. And our last shape, bar the 2nd fret, pinky on the 5th fret, D major. So you have D7, D major 7, D. We got them all. And those are all the chords. I told you a ton of chords, most chord shapes we've ever done in a song. But the actual playing of this is going to be pretty easy. So let's go ahead and jump into playing it. First 4 measures. Start off with a D note, 2nd fret of the C string, and I'm just fretting a D chord. Because the 2nd beat, I'm going to pinch the C and the E string to get 2 in the 2nd fret here. And then I'm going to strum through the whole D chord, my melody being the A note. Then I'm going to bar the 2nd fret and get my pinky on the 5th fret. All quarter notes, pretty easy. Then you make an E minor, but keep your finger off, your index finger off, because you're going to play the E minor, but you want the A note to be the melody. Then your thumb will grab the open G string. If you're playing with a low G, you want to play the 3rd fret of the E string. And then you're going to pull 2nd fret of the E to open E, 2 to 0. Then you get your middle finger on the 2nd fret of the C, strum your A7 suspended 4, move it to the 1st fret, strum all the way through. So that measure. Oops. Because that one does have 8th notes. So it's 1 and 2 and 3, 4. Then you play the next measure is the same as the first, with a slight modification being instead of strumming through on the fourth beat, the entire D, I am plucking the second fret and the fifth fret. You can feel free to strum all the way through, and you can feel free to do this 2 and 5 in the first measure as well. It's a preference. I like to do them both because it adds variety, but feel free to do one of the two that you enjoy more. And then the next measure here, instead of being A7s, it's A. So it's not O200, it's 2200. And then 2100. Our first 4 measures. Okay, and then we bounce into the next 4 measures. So here, our first one starts off this pretty similar. You're going to pluck the 2 middle strings, and you're going to go all the way through. Then you're going to come up here and play this shape. 5th fret, 7th fret, 6th fret. Just those 3 strings, don't play the G. And then 9, 10, 11. After that, bar the 7th fret, and you're going to use your ring finger because you're going to go right from there to 5, 4, 2, A7, open G. So that second measure. And then you'll make your F sharp 7, 3, 4, 2, 3. Thumb strum the first 3 strings because your melody is this F sharp note. And then no melody, strum through with your index. B7, index 2 times. 3, 4, E7, no melody, so index. A7, no melody, so index. So these 4 measures you would get. So then we bring up the next 4, and we'll see that these 4 are the exact same as our first 4. Now, first measure, exactly the same. Second measure, exactly the same. Third measure, we went with this full strum. Again, you could feel free to do the second fret, 5th fret if you're more comfortable. And then the last measure, you'll see that they're the 7 chords instead of the A7. So that's the only difference, is you're playing this A note instead of the G note. So these 4 measures. Okay, next 4 measures. Again, we see a lot of similarity with these 4 that we saw with the second 4. We do this piece here, but we don't play the A. We do 2 and then the middle 2 pieces. In the first part, we strummed all the way through. We're going to go 2 and then the C and the E string, up to the B minor, up to the B minor, and then you're going to play the E minor this way. Instead of the ring finger bar, you're going to play index finger bar with your ring finger on the 9th fret. Then you go from there and you play 10, 9, 7, and then the 6th fret. And the easiest way I think to do that is to slide the bar over and play 6. So you get back to this F sharp 7 all the way through this time. And then we go back up to this B minor all the way through, index finger. And then we do this move where we get this over, index finger 2 times. Note my thumb is up here, muting that G, to this A minor shape, 4, 5, 3. to the D7. So these 4 measures we get. Okay, so the first 16 measures. We're halfway through the song, so this would be like a halfway there play along. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4. All right. Wasn't the smoothest transition to this E minor 7. Sorry about that. And I actually think when I got to here, instead of plucking just 6, I think I strummed through all the way, which was also a little mistake. But there you got it. Halfway through, let's go ahead and continue on to the rest of the song, the last 20 measures, or the last 19, even less than 20. You're doing great. So this kicks off with our G major 7, bar that 7th fret, and your ring finger is on the 9th fret, strum all the way through, then grab just the 9, and then we're going to go to 7, 6, 9, G minor major 7. Then from there, you're going to do this cool move where you come over and you make this G minor here, which is 7, 6, 5, but your pinky is on the 7th fret. So you're really playing 7, 6, 7, and you're going to strum through and then pull off to the 5th fret. This measure is really cool. Anytime that you are playing in any major key, the 4 chord of the key, you can go from a major to a minor on your way to the root. And here we're doing that, but we're doing it with a major 7 and a minor major 7 instead. And instead of going to the 1 chord, we actually go to the F sharp minor, which is the 3 chord. So there's a little, this is just really cool. Really, really cool songwriting here. So we get to this F sharp minor, you strum through, and you play the 5th fret, and you play 7, 5, 6, then you go over to this E diminished, and you're just going to strum, which is 3, 4, 3, 4, strum through no melody, and on the slide it up a half step, and you'll strum through, grab the melody, which is the 5th fret, and then roll over and grab the 4th fret of the A on your way up to 7, 7, 7. So it's just that measure right there you get from the F sharp minor. Pretty crazy, pretty hectic. 7, 7 up here, then you're going to grab the C sharp, and then you are going to go into this E minor shape with your pinky on the 5th fret here, making it E minor 7, because that's a D note. So you get 4, 3, 5. And then from there over to the A7, index finger no melody, but then you get your pinky on the 4th fret and strum through on the 4th beat there. So then when you get up there, you're going to strum through here, then go back to the 4th fret on your way to this. It's an E minor here with your pinky on the 5th fret. That's what we're doing. So that makes it like an E minor 7. Then from there to an A7, index finger, no melody. And then you'll get your pinky on the 4th fret, strum through on your way to this D major 7. So that 3rd measure you get really slow. 2, 3, 4. So let's take these 4 measures really, really slow because they're the most complicated for sure that we've done so far. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 1 and 2, 3, 4 and 1 and 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. Let's play it again. A little quicker this time, no counting. Here we go. All right, in the next section, we get this really cool G minor 7 flat 5 chord, 4, 6, 4, 5. And we play the 5th fret again. We go to this same diminished shape that we used earlier, the D diminished 7 we'll call it this time, which is 4, 5, 4, 5. You're going to play it down a half step, then to the 2nd fret of the A string, into this F sharp minor shape, which is 2, 1, 2, 0, 2nd fret, to this F sharp minor shape, which is 6, 6, 5, 4. Then you're going to make F7, 2, 3, 1, strum through index, no melody, and then again with your thumb with melody, 2nd fret, and then you're going to make the A7 with your pinky on the 4th fret again. Okay, those 2 nice and slow. Maybe my favorite part in the song. Up to the 5th fret, and then up to the 7th fret, you'll bar the 4th fret, get your middle finger on the 5th fret of the E, ring finger on the 6th fret of the G, pinky on the 7th fret of the A. This comes from the F shape. It's like playing an F with the pinky on the C string. You strum through that, and then you're going to, after that one, come down to the E7 suspended 2, to the E7, to the A7 sus 2, or A7 sus 4, sorry, to the A7. So just the second half of these 4, you get one more time. So these 4 from the top. All right, next 4. Back into familiar territory, these 4 look like the very beginning. Next, the first half of these, very familiar. Then, the second half, kind of familiar. We do the E minor thing. We're going to go through. But then we do this shape here, which is pretty cool. It comes from barring this 9th fret and getting your middle finger on the 10th fret, this F sharp 7. But we're doing just the top of that. So we're going to play 9, 10, 9 with our pointer finger on the 9th fret, ring finger on the 10th fret, middle finger on the 9th fret. We'll thumb strum those 3. Then we'll come down with our off finger and grab the 7th fret. So that second measure you get. Cool. And then we go into the B minor shape. And then this chromatic movement that goes. So you go B minor, then you're going to get 10, 10, 9, just B minor major 7, 9, 10, 9, B minor 7, over to the 8th fret, B minor 6. So you get 8, 10, 9. So these 4 measures. And then we bring it in the last 3, and they sound like this. So we make this G major and 7, strum all the way through. We play the 7th fret of the C, 7th fret of the E, 10th fret of the E, which is a D. Instead of coming up here and playing this 5, we'll just play this one. Then we make that shape again. This time we're thinking about it as an E minor 9 all the way through. Remove it and play the 7th fret of the A string. Then you go back to the E and you play 10, 9, to the E7 suspended 4, to the A7 suspended 4, to the A7, to the G with your pinky on the D. So at the very end you get all right. So why don't we go ahead and try to play just the second half, and then we'll put both the halves together. All right, so let's take it from the top and put both those 2 halves together. I don't know why I played this D instead of this D at the end. I played through the whole song and then I played a different D chord. Oops. You can play this D. I played the D7 and then I just played this D randomly. Sorry about that. Didn't mean to catch you off toes. But there you go. You have another D chord if you want to throw it in there. 10 Thumbs Pro, thank you so much for watching. Cool, everyone. Thank you so much for watching to the very end of the tutorial here at 10thumbspro.com. We appreciate you trusting your learning with us. New ukulele every single Wednesday and Saturday, a whole Christmas playlist if you want to check out more of these, a chord melody playlist too if you're more into this finger style of playing, and subscribe, check out the new lessons, go through the old ones, and think about becoming a Patreon.